expect it to be, but I just been thinking and realizing some things and talking to a few people from YouTube and listening to some whispers, doing some self-analyzing and realizing a few things like I'm not the nicest person. I can be your best friend, but I can be your worst enemy at the same time. And I've always sort of been that way. And I like to argue, there's no doubt. And I don't like how this turned out. And I'm not going to rehash it all, but what I plan to do is make videos as I feel like I want to. I'm going to leave the comments off for now because negative comments are just going to make me feel or keep me from what I want to do, and what that is not put anything even remotely negative on YouTube, at least for now, and show you my good side since you've seen my bad side already pretty plainly. I've only actually, I gained probably at least 10 subscribers over this, and then I lost about 4. Still up a little bit, but I suspect that I will probably lose more, but maybe if you see the other side of me with time, you won't think me such an evil person. And why that really matters to me, I'm not sure. I'll admit that it bothers me more than I said it did for people to think of me a certain way. And probably the best thing to do would have been to just walk away from this for a while. But I guess I'm stupid. Time heals all wounds. It eventually would have been over with, regardless, I'm sure. And like I said, I do this for you guys, but I do it for myself as well. And a while back, I kind of gave up on it being relaxing. I mean, I tried in the past. Obviously, probably not the last 5 videos, but trying to take some cues from certain whispers that just do their thing and stay positive and make great videos. And as there's some people I've mentioned before, Gay Whisper Guy, the Whispering Voice, the Deafening Whisperer, Kiwi Whispers, etc. They never say anything negative that I've noticed. And I wish I could be that happy in life. And certainly on YouTube and in real life, I bring some of my own pain to myself. For that I cannot deny. And not all, but most people make their own problems. I mean, some things are out of our hands, of course. Some circumstances, like finances and whatnot, might not be your fault if you get laid off, or injured or sick or something like that, or, I mean, if you get a divorce, you just might not be compatible, or whatever. I mean, of course, there are circumstances that, in life that, cause problems. problems, but overall I would say that we make most of our own problems from poor choices, primarily. And I've made a lot of bad mistakes in my life. I'm not gonna beg you to like me, but I'm hoping that actions speak louder than words. So for the next several weeks and months, I don't know why it's so important, but for some reason it really is. And it's gonna be hard for me to leave the comments off because I do care what you guys think. And I do believe in opinions, but it just got to be too hurtful after a while. So, and yes, I'm sure a lot of you are saying that I deserved it. I made my own nest, and to an extent I definitely did. So, yeah, woe is me, right? You know, there's going to be big life changes here. Yeah, day after tomorrow. And not that my baby will understand it yet, but being a good role model is important for your children. And you can't say you're a good parent if you don't lead by example. And of course, I'm not just talking about YouTube. But you could actually call YouTube a faucet or a microcosm of real life. Because the last whisper from Whisper Guy kind of hit it on the head right there when he said that there's all types in the whisper community, that is. And young, old, every nationality and ethnic background, sexual orientation, etc. And yeah, so it is a kind of a small piece of the real world. And I know I put it down pretty bad in my last few whispers. I don't want to be excommunicated, for lack of a better word. I kind of did it to myself. I left voluntarily, or was going to leave anyway. I don't know. I'm sure you might be sick of my talking, period. I'm not going to say I'm not going to be back tomorrow. I'm not going to say I'm going to be back in 2 weeks like I did. I'm just going to take it day by day. Do some more soul searching. And take life one day at a time. And yes, I did have a few requests for baby pictures. And unless I decide to do one tomorrow, whisper that is, Whisper Guy. I'm very happy for you, man. You seem pretty happy about the situation, and I hope it works out well. I actually got with a woman back in the early 2000s, following my divorce, online. It wasn't through YouTube, it was actually through Yahoo. It didn't last real long, but hey, I'm not discouraging you in any way. It lasted a year and a half with me. But you're a lot nicer person than I am, so the odds are already in your favor for that one. And thanks for talking to me last night. I know it wasn't a real long conversation, but you calmed me down and got me on this track of reevaluating my actions and my anger. So thanks for that, man. We've got a lot of rain the last couple days, and that's awesome because we went almost a month without almost any accumulation at all, and it's just been a very nice rain, pretty heavy at times. My area is not near a river, so I don't know if it actually flooded in this region or not, but we definitely needed it. I was a little late for the crops, since they're starting to harvest already, but the grass was dying, and the trees weren't really affected yet, but it's almost fall now anyway, so okay, I think I'm gonna go play an online game. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it, but it's been around for about 3 or 4 years now. It's a war game called War Rock, made by Gamers First. They have other games, but that's the only one I play, and I'm quite addicted to it. I started playing it late 2008, and before that I played World of Warcraft for about a year. But you can't play World of Warcraft at all without a subscription. War Rock you can play without a subscription. I generally still put money into the game. A lot of games anymore, they're free to play, but if you want the good items in the game, or the premium accounts, you still pay, which is probably smart on their part because they get you addicted to it, and then who wants to be mediocre at a game they really like? So then you pay for it. Anyway, it's really no different than the games in Facebook. I'm really addicted to Farmville. I've been playing it for about a year, and same situation. Free to play. You don't have to pay any real money, but if you want the good items, you gotta pony up some cash and buy what they call farm cash to buy certain things. But before I played World of Warcraft, I played another game that was kind of like that, called Ultima Online. It was actually one of the first online games, and it's still running today. Its graphics aren't as good as the newer games, but it's been running since September of '97. And I go check it out once in a while, but I don't pay for it anymore. I think a lot of people are interested in graphics over playability in the game, and that's too bad because Ultima Online, actually it might have gone too far the other way. It's had so many what do they call them, extensions. I don't know if that's the right word, but basically a new disc comes out roughly once a year, and they what's that, about 14 years. Yeah, it's one of, if not the longest running, it's one of the longest running games still running today. So yeah, it's got pretty complicated. Sorry. Alright, like I said, I'm gonna leave comments off for a while. And if you see me commenting on other whispers, you're not gonna see any negative comments from me anymore. And if I have an opinion that differs, I think for now at least, I'm just gonna keep it to myself. And maybe that's a lesson that I need to learn. I told a lot of other people they had lessons to learn from this. The one lesson that I might have learned is that sometimes your opinions are best to be kept to yourself. If they're not going to do anything but hurt people or make people angry. I don't agree with that 100% on everything. Sometimes it is important to give your opinion and go against the crowd, but perhaps in this instance it probably was best to let it go. So, yeah, I still kind of have mixed feelings about the whole thing, but one thing I definitely know is that it went on way too long. But, yeah, well, I'm back more or less, I guess. We'll see how things go. Before this, I was going sometimes 10 days without a whisper, so, we'll see. It'll be probably around that time or something, I don't know. But, gonna try hard not to hold any grudges. For myself,